Hi everybody, it's June Angel Pews. Okay, so it's been a few days, hasn't it? We're Sunday. I've been sort of pottering around all morning. Well, more than pottering, I'm still organising things like you know, your drawers, not drawers as in pants, knickers, etc. Drawers and my dress and what have you. I've been throwing things in there just, as I moved in a year ago and never really, had any sorting out done. And I'm usually a very organised person. It might look chaotic to somebody, but it is organised. So, and it takes hours and hours of your time. I didn't realise. What I've been doing is doing that at night, when I can't sleep. But something, I can't remember, I must have been looking for something, I think, this morning, made me do that. Okay, so no more nattering, June. Get on with the job, because we've got a lot to get through before tomorrow, basically, when I said I'd get back to you about closing date, etc., etc. Okay, so I've opened nearly all I think I've opened them all the parcels, so to, avoid taking too much time. I've put this on the top because I love the way this has been done. I mean, it looks so old, doesn't it? As though it's been on on the table, so to speak, for ages. It's obviously tea or coffee dyed paper, and this is from Karina, and Karina's her YouTube channel is Shabby Chic, Antique and Beauty. So she obviously loves her antique everything. There's the back. Look, I've took her details down so you can't. It's fabulous. Again, Karina, do forgive me. She says in her letter, and I won't read it all out, I'll just snippets. Snippets. Oh dear, June. I'm doing a lot of my first on this project. I've never made a snippet and fabric postcard before, so snippet roll. And, it's amazing, I say this every time, the amount of exceptional pieces of work I've had in, that people have said this is my first ever snippet roll. It's just amazing. She thinks the snippet roll is a bit messy. But there was a lot she wanted to give me, bless her. I'm sure it isn't messy. It certainly on the face of it doesn't look messy. It looks amazing. But I do understand what you mean. You wanted to get a lot on it, and that's great. Thank you so much. The postcard is very big. This is the postcard I'll show you in a minute. And she's put a smiley face there. So the snippet roll is made with Ooh La La vintage treasures and some of my own things. That's interesting, isn't it? The postcard is mainly made with Annie, Miss Garden Grove's things. Hello, Annie. You're a very popular lady, aren't you? Lovely friend. I've made the fabric piece with cross stitch 8 years ago. I'll show you that in a minute. Thank you for giving me that. It's very touching to me, because I know how much my vintage things mean to me, my antique fabrics and crochet and etc. So that's really kind of you, thank you. It took, I think it's a year to do it. It might be 7 years. I don't know. But I'm sure you will make something beautiful out of it. Oh, bless you. You've got some confidence in me, haven't you? I know it's not shabby chic colours, but I know you can see when you you can see you've had a good piece of workmanship and appreciate. You can see when you see a good piece of workmanship and appreciate it. I do indeed. Oh, I often, you know, sit with a piece of lace or anything that's been made many years ago, and I often think, who was it that made it? What were they doing at the time, you know? Were they sitting making it by candlelight? I mean, I can't imagine what they used to do with no electric lights, honestly. I hope you will enjoy all the things you've got from all of us, and oh yeah, sorry. I hope you've enjoyed all the things you've got from all of us. That's all the snippet rolls, etc. And you will entertain us with more videos in the future. Oh, thank you. So Karina Benson, she's in Denmark. And she's got a website which she's given me. And I'll try and remember to put on that on the YouTube channel. But if not, you know, if I just give you the, which I always do, the YouTube channel. You know, you go from there. Okay, so thank you very much, Karina, and off we will go. So the first thing she mentioned, of course, was this postcard, and my goodness, yes, it's a big postcard. That said, I have postcards of my mum's from the 60s, from when they first started going to Spain, that are this size. Mainly bullfights, which I'm not really into. But there you go. So yes, it's brilliant. I love it. Thank you. And yes, you can see... Oh, you got your skirt up, Mrs. You can see... I've always wanted one of these. I've seen them, but the last few times I've looked, I couldn't see them to buy. And perhaps, I don't know, if they were there, it wasn't the right time or the right colour even. So I'm delighted to have that. Oh, before I forget, my battery's flashing again. You know, with this camera I have problems. It flashes, but, you know, it can go on forever or it can cut off. If I get cut off, please accept my profuse apologies and be assured I will come straight back to you with part 2. And it's just, as I said, make sure that you know that that's going to happen. So there you go. There's those lovely beaded, I love beads, beaded flower. So there's ordinary, when I say ordinary, there's paper, mulberry paper flowers, there's silk flowers, look. There's, oh, these dangles, beautiful. Cameo, there's just everything you can possibly think of. Lace, rose trim, Indian braid, and this gorgeous little lady, isn't she beautiful? Look at those eyes all stitched. Look, so detailed. Thank you so much, Karina. I will treasure this. I think it's fabulous. Look, even on the back. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, most people would leave it blank, no. So there you go. That's that gorgeous, huge postcard. Thank you so much. Then in addition, I got this fabulous flower. Look at that. So gorgeous, so shabby. A bit of everything. There's the doily on the back. There's the gathered lace there. There's pieces of lace that Karina has put diamante on. Looks quite old, that does as well. Doesn't look like one of the modern ones. A tiny piece of lace gathered again, another doily, a tiny doily there, a silk rose, rolled rose, tiny applique, and diamante in the middle. And then at the side, is the pearl string, some buttons and beads. That's a snippet in itself. That's gorgeous. Thank you so, so much. Isn't it lovely? Aren't I lucky? I tell you, I have been so blessed. I really have for this challenge. And then this, look how unusual is that. Tiny pendant, tiny, you know, that way on. It's velvet there, lace, beautiful background fabric. I love the colours. Stick pin there, look. Isn't it lovely? Let's turn over. You can see the fabric much better. Look at these gorgeous little lace flowers with the little diamantes applied. So much effort. Oh, and I've just noticed. See, I'm looking through the camera, so yeah. Oops, sorry. I miss things when I look through the camera because I can't see everything. Can you see what she's done? Oh, Karina, this is lovely. In beads, it's a matte plum colour. She's got my initial, J. Isn't that stunning? Thank you so much. It's not a, oh it is. No it isn't. I thought perhaps it was a little pocket. Yes it is, because if I took the stick pin in, it's a little pocket. It's like a little tussy mussy, isn't it? Oh, thank you so, so much. That is fabulous. Thank you. And then look at this. Just look at that lovely lace hanky. Oh, look. I've got to show you. Look at that. Where's my black paper? No black paper. Let me just have a quick look while you're looking at that. Oh, June. I think I get myself organised. I haven't got black paper, but I found some more of my velvet the other day, bag full actually, quite pleased. And I found this piece which I'm in love with, and I'm sure you will love too. Look at this. It's a glittery, textured, almost devore velvet. Sorry. So, if I give that there, I've got the right side before we go any further. No. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Somebody has sat and actually worked that. Now this is what I say about my love of fabrics, textiles, oh, everything that's old, antique. How on earth do they do it? Then there's this gorgeous embroidered piece in the corner, all hand done, every bit of it. Isn't it lovely? Thank you so, so much. I have a little box with, I mean, I've got a lot of hankies that, you know, I've been collecting over the years, which I'm going to give you ladies bit by bit, as I destash. But I've got a separate box for these special lace handkerchiefs. So thank you so much. That is beautiful. And then we come to this piece that Karina mentioned, how it took her forever to do it. And I'm not surprised. It's in a cross stitch. And now I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there's a pattern within the pattern. Now, I have looked at it from all sorts of different angles and different... and I see a fleur-de-lis. I don't know whether you do. I don't know. You might see something quite different. I think I saw the fleur-de-lis, excuse me, that way up, if I remember rightly. But what she's done, look... every colour under the rainbow. It's tiny, tiny cross stitch. And then, as I say, within that pattern is a pattern. Now that takes some doing, I can tell you that now. And I know a little bit about what I'm talking about with textiles. I've done a lot of research into them. I've done a lot of, I've got qualifications, but we don't talk about that, do we? You don't need qualifications to be able to appreciate a piece of art, basically. And that's what this is. So thank you so, so much, Karina. You have, if you were going to give it to anybody, I'm going to boast and say you've given it to the right one. There's a sample look of the greens. Because I will do something with it. It won't be straight away. And I don't know what yet, but I will do something with it. Thank you so, so much for entrusting me with that piece of art. So we'll put those there. And then we're going to come to the, because I've spent 16 minutes on that. Don't I, natter? So let's show you this snippet roll. We'll go to the base first. And you can see that it's a paper, from, I don't know what paper line, I've no idea. Edged with this gorgeous, gorgeous, very narrow, like an Indian braid. Beautiful. And then on the top, this is something special. So we've got the stick pin for a start off. Yeah. And we've got where it's stuck into, if you like, this satin ruched rose. Excuse me. And there's a tiny bow made out of vintage, very vintage lace and vintage, very fine and soft tulle. Tiny AB pearl there. And sitting right in the middle is the most adorable little bird. Obviously, Karina, you know that I love my birds, so thank you. And then above that is a metal piece. And below, oh gosh, I hope you can see this, look. Isn't it gorgeous? I think, well, I know it's tatting, but it's very unusual pattern, very unusual. It's gorgeous. And then within, oh, what's that pin, June? Within there's this string of pearls, let me pop that back, that's going all the way around there. There's a doily underneath. There's more of that tatting, and look at this. The most gorgeous, gorgeous, I don't know whether it's a brooch or a button. I think it's possibly, I'm not sure, I think it's a button. Thank you. Absolutely amazing. Gorgeous little doily, all stitched on. Absolutely lovely. And you can see the buttons peeping through. Another stick pin there. That lovely lace protruding through that I love. Everybody seems to have given me a little piece of this, or a big piece of it. You all know how much I love it. Right, so let's go to the opening. Oh look, there's some hand crocheting. Right, so we start at that end where the stick pin is. So that's another one there, look. So I'm going to pop that in there so we don't lose it. Gorgeous. And here we go. And you know me, I never know till I'm a few bits down whether I'm starting at the right place or not. You know, in terms of right way up. Right. So we start Yeah, so this is the outside here. So there's that. Sorry. Start again, June. Beautiful fabric onto this, what's the word? Sheer. And then to open, or to start, there's a tiny piece of lace, sorry, and 3 very vintage clear buttons. Gorgeous, thank you. Okay, so here we go. Now, I know there's a lot on here, and Karina's said so, hasn't she, in her note to me. Oh my goodness, here we go. Oh, now we're 20 minutes, and I'm afraid I'm going to go on and on, because I don't care. You know you can whiz on, don't you, or come back and look at it, but please go to Karina's YouTube and see if she's done a video response. I mean, you don't have to, I've said that. But she'll be able to explain, if she has, more of what she's included and why she's included. Look at this, it's amazing. So we've got a plique of lace. Oh gosh, this is lovely. This is a doily, a tiny doily, crocheted in a beautiful way with tiny seed pearls on it. And then this is a piece of trim that is gorgeous, so very unusual, that she's gathered into a flower. A lovely applique there, more pearls. Oh no, sorry, those are beads, pale pink beads, and a applique flower with a pearl in the centre. That gorgeous piece peeking out there like a leaf. Underneath, of course, this gorgeous, oh gosh, it's so vintage, antique. Everything is that, and down to the muslin. Absolutely gorgeous. I wish I could spend more time, honestly, than I'm... So, as you can see, Karina has either sewn things on or pinned them on. So this one, she's pinned, gosh, there's the rose, the bow out of a piece of ribbon, and I can feel it's, that's something else you get, don't you, with age? My age, I mean. You get a feel for fabrics. This is old. And then look, she's made an angel for me out of beads. Isn't that amazing? Thank you so much, Karina. And this gorgeous bead in itself. I love it. Thank you. Then this lovely butterfly. So you've got, this is gorgeous, this colour here. Beautiful. So there's that sort of pale mauve lilac butterfly, then pale lilac tulle, and then the big white butterfly with the lace underneath in that lilac. Absolutely stunning. And the body and the antennae are made all out of beads. Isn't that gorgeous? Then we come along there. This is a flower. Gosh, I can't tell you how many layers is there. All the most amazing, different fabrics. Some sparkle, some are mute, some are tulle, some are lace. And then we come to these rolled roses there. Absolutely gorgeous. And on the top, just tied with a piece of lurex thread, is a cross. Again, Karina will know of my faith. Absolutely gorgeous. And then there's this. This is a button, look. Oh gosh, this is amazing. It's a button with these tiny rolled, it's a trim that she's rolled up to be the button centre. Gosh, this is gorgeous. Then we come on to the pinks and this whole swathe of gorgeous lace. The pink flower, the button. It's a vintage mother of pearl, albeit acrylic, well, plastic in those days. We call it acrylic today, don't we? Gorgeous little rose there. Oh, this is beautiful. I hope you can see all this. Little tiny collection of beads. Gosh, beautiful. And then the button and more trims and more bows and more beauty. That's all I can say. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go a bit quicker. This white flower, loads of layers again, with these beads underneath, the cluster of pearls. Those again, you can tell by the colour. Some's lost a bit of the lustre, but they're old. Oh, look at this fish. It's one of those Chinese carp. Is it carp? And they're supposed to be very, very lucky. Gorgeous, thank you. Tied on with some Lurex thread. This is another flower with a dangle. This looks like that tatting I showed you earlier. Beautiful little flower with, oh, this looks almost like fur. It's wonderful. I should have bought my, I was going to, my magnifying glass in. I'll bring it next time. Oh, look. So that's sitting on a what do you call them? The ribbon slide. Yeah. Oh, how lovely. There's a bow and these fibres. I love fibres. Another piece there that resembles a butterfly. There's a beaded, and I know KARINA'S made these, unless, you know, somebody else has made them and she's acquired them from somebody else. That's made with the pearls and the stick pin roundels that we call them. Another beautiful flower, beautiful, and beads, pearls. Oh gosh, never ending, never ending. Look at these. Beautiful lace and pearls. Did you put all these pearls on yourself? And then there's the pink heart, and I just can't make out what that is. It's not a cup and saucer. It could be a crinoline skirt. I can't quite see it. My eyes are pretty poor. But you will see it, so you'll know what it is. Gorgeous little flower again. Oh, I love these. Look at this. Look at that cameo. Look at the detail. This pink heart again. Oh, I love this. That is so lovely. Another flower. Pieces of lace. So much time, so much effort and love KARINA'S put into this. And here we come to the end with all these plethora of jewels. That's all I can say. Little tiny, almost like a mother of pearl flower beads, handmade flower centres. Then we come to the spool, and we've got the flower trim there, and she's put this beautiful fabric there, and then we would go to wind it up from there. Let's make sure I've got this right. Okay, we'll leave that there. I'll try to remember to take a photo before I put them away. And there we are, Karina. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Thank you so, so much. Okay, I'm going to go. I've spent long enough nattering. But I just feel as though I've got to just show you these things. And I hope I've shown its worth, because it's worth the world to me. Priceless, absolutely priceless. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll see you very soon with another one. Bye-bye. Bye.